Hi everyone, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. It's Farouche and this is your reading for Pick a Card for the week of June 14th through the 20th. And I'm excited to be here. We have three full cards for you to choose from. I feel like we're starting a new beginning after this eclipse, and so let's take a look at the energy. I showed you these cards on the main channel where I did the astrology for this week. And I just thought it would be fun to come here and do a pick a card reading for this week's energy. So we have three different cards, three different frequencies, and maybe one that you are drawn to, 1, 2, 3. I also want to mention that some people don't like pick a card because they get anxious in choosing. So go to the end of each section where I will show you, or maybe I can do that at the beginning of each section, and then show you what signs it's for. So just jump through the sections and find your sign if you don't want to pick a card. There will be a reading for everyone by their sun, moon, and rising, so you may end up watching all three. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good week. The astrology is a bit intense because of Algol, Medusa star, but other than that, things are pretty even keel. Venus is at Sirius, which is a beautiful transit, very, very lucky for love and positive attention, positive energy, so look forward to that. I also have more astrology on a regular basis while I'm kind of partially away on Twitter, so you can follow me on Twitter if you really want astrological daily updates. Those are ready for you there, so go check it out. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back very shortly. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, thanks so much. Bye. Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for part 1 if you chose number 1. As I said in the intro, I have 4 different signs for this reading. If you're not one of these signs and you chose number 1, by all means this reading is for you. So we have Aquarian, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And then we have Scorpio, hey Scorpio. And then we have Taurus. And then we have Virgo. Look at this. I had a feeling. This felt like this is my energy, okay? So there we go. If you have these frequencies, then here is our reading. I have these Braille cards. They're like frequency oracle cards, and they have different messages. So let's see what they have to say. We have Thought 47, and they're oracles, so they have a little bit of tarot in them too. 83, Preparing. 3, this is the Empress, woman, feminine in the center. There's some frequency to do with the mother, synchronicity, mother important. And then goodness, number 26. Okay. Okay, so there's someone is thinking in a very, very profound way about circumstances that they have been dealing with. I also sense that somebody is putting in a lot of work towards something. I sense a busy body energy, like somebody is very much working towards something. It feels like if I were to give you like an image for this, or like an idea, it really feels as though it's like somebody making a present for somebody by hand. Very meticulous, and I'm also feeling like textiles, like organic cotton or linen, something like that. That doesn't mean it's a message for everyone, but this is coming through in these 3 cards specifically. It might have something to do with a woman. I just feel as though somebody is maybe cooking something. There's just a lot of thought being put into something for someone by hand. They're creating something. There's a very personal element here to what's going on. And so maybe this isn't a message for everyone, but it very came through very strong that there's this very wholehearted effort that is being put towards another person. And it's very likely it's a feminine energy. The Empress is really a strong frequency here. I have a feeling as though there's someone who's thinking very profound thoughts about someone else. And I think that they're really trying to understand and think about their relationship with someone else outside of, like, how do you say, like social networks. It's when no one is paying attention, they're thinking about the relationship with someone outside of the public gaze. And so they're very much having these deep thoughts. I think that you're going to enter into a period of synchronicity, which is very exciting to see this card. Whatever's been going on in your life, I think that there will be synchronistic moments that you're going to step into that are going to bring to you good luck. I have a feeling that you might be very surprised that this is happening. I also feel as though it's possible that you may feel not in a rut, but like same things have been happening for a while now, and synchronicity is coming in to bring in this frequency of lucky chance encounters and lucky chance events. So whether that's meeting people or being in the right place at the right time, this week some very lucky energies are going to come your way. Now, Venus, which is the ruler of this card, is with Sirius, the dog star, this week, which is like a once in a 10-month transit. It's a very lucky transit. And so there's some really goodwill. So you may want to figure out where in your astrological chart 14 degrees of Cancer is, because that might be a very, very lucky frequency for you. So congratulations with that. What's going to come of this is very good things. Now, whether you have a good relationship with your mother or whether your mother is here or not, this frequency is coming into your life, and it feels very maternal, very protective, and very loving, as though, wherever your mother is, or the highest vibration of your mother. So even if you've had a bad relationship with your mother, there is a positive vibration in there somewhere. So there is this kind of eternal feminine that's coming to you in a motherly way to give you love, care, and affection. And so that's going to come through for you in positive ways. There's going to be very how do I say this, like lucky things coming in, things going your way this week. So I feel as though you're meant to also be kind of by yourself this week. So you're meant to just enjoy these things as they come while staying away from other people and outside circumstances. Okay, so let's see your card. So if you chose this Fool, this is for you. And I'm just going to show you the cards and then we'll talk about them. So we have the World card, which is your card here, expansion moment. And then we have the King of Wands. I think this is like this. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. There's good luck that has come to you very quickly, and justice. Libra, but I said Sag, so honor that. Maybe a Sag is important in this situation. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is going retrograde in Pisces at the end of the week. The next three cards are the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, very watery energy, and then Five of Wands, sorry. And then we have the Two of Swords. Okay. And then below the surface, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're in the right place. It really feels like a family energy that is around you. And again, if you're by yourself for whatever reason, family frequencies can come to us in like a non-temporal way, which means like through spirit and positive energy. So people will be nice to you, or that kindness is going to get transferred to the people you are interacting with and the situations you are involved in. Let's take a look at these 3 cards. It really feels as though someone has given you a positive push in a good direction. Someone with a kind heart. It's a fire sign, possibly male, Sag, Leo, or Aries frequency, but not necessarily. This person has done something in your favor and has made things fair for you. There's justice coming, or has come to your life, and a more fair approach. Somebody has heard you, and it changed the world around you. You may have gone through a cycle in which it was hard to get anyone to pay attention and anyone to have the frequency towards you of like a kind nature or understanding nature. And it took this one individual, or maybe several individuals, but this person to flip things around energetically, and now you're seeing more and more tolerance, understanding, and compassion from others. And I think that you're going to go with that moving forward. Even towards the future, I think you're going to utilize this energy to move forward this week on something. The goal is expansion. So you got stuck in something in the past. The world was too small for you where you ended up. And so when the world is too small for us, our environment, immediate environment, it can become actually predatory to us. We become a threat to it. And so therefore, you may have felt as though you were being attacked a lot, or people were bringing you down and being petty. And I feel like that was because they were picking up on the fact that you were meant to go somewhere else. So it's that whole idea that like people who are staying in a situation are not going to necessarily like the person who has one foot somewhere else, right? Somewhere better, somewhere in the future. And that's where you're going. And it's maybe not here yet, but I feel like people sense that about a person. People sense that energy. So there's this sort of leveling that's going on. Below the surface is family and a reconnection with family, or continued connection with family, closeness. This is Mercury in Virgo energy. And so very much close, very supported. I think that this is a time in which you can move forward on the things that you'd like to do in your life. This is a wonderful week for you to focus on that. Okay, excuse me. And then we have Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits in water as well. There's someone around you who is a really good listener and very understanding. They're encouraging you to live harder, try harder in your life. I think that they're challenging you in a loving way, and I think that they're trying to get you to put yourself out there a bit more. I think they see that you've been sort of sheltering yourself and trying to protect yourself and hide in what's familiar. And this has to do with something over here. So if this is the recent past, it's a little bit removed from that. Whatever you're moving past, I think it started with this energy. You're still kind of hanging on to that a bit more, even though it's been a while that some positivity is around you that has led in good directions. You have up here 5 of Wands and 2 of Swords, and so you're getting discomfort in the recent future. So towards the end of the week, you might be feeling discomfort about something. That discomfort is a challenge for you to move forward. This is the perfect time, synchronicity and goodness. This is the right time for you to move forward. You have been accepting something that you don't truly want, and so therefore you might be feeling this desire to to move forward, to change things, to try again, to try a different direction. And you might feel like you don't know where you're going yet, but that's going to get all filled in. So if we were going to go day by day, Monday through Sunday, you can choose your own order, but you see the cards, so I don't think it doesn't have much of a point. Monday energy, and this is with this energy, there's like a very strong energy of someone coming through in a helpful way towards you. I feel like helpful way towards you, helping you out, positive, caring, and nurturing. And that's the underpinning of the whole week. There's a benefic, caring, nurturing energy that's at your side. Tuesday, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And so big transformation, some good luck coming in. I sense synchronicity, good opportunity. Pay attention to that. Things will improve for the better from what things are happening on Tuesday for you for. On Wednesday, we have Justice, Libra, and so fairness and a careful approach. Make sure that I think you're coming towards things in a very fair and just manner, whatever's going on in your life. But if there is anything that is unjust or sort of wavering, please address that before Wednesday this week, so that you can go to that job interview and feel great, or go and do what you're going to do and feel unclouded by anything problematic. Thursday we have the Fool, so everybody's Thursday is going to be epic. New beginning, transformation with the theme of expansion for you, and also amid your community, amid people you care about. Friday, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Helpful energy, helping you to move forward. But I also feel as though with this frequency, there could be I sense a very helpful energy, but for some of you there might be also a petty woman. So if you're around someone who's petty and small-minded, or catching on to details and running with it and just emotionally clouded, which the Queen of Cups may be, then stay out of her way on Friday. Saturday, which is the Five of Wands, is high stress day. That's the discomfort that I was telling you about. That discomfort comes up because I feel like you have to confront some things. You have to confront that something isn't as comfortable for you. A situation you've accepted is not as good for you as you make it seem, and so it's time for you to start thinking, recognize that you're not feeling happy about it, and to start problem solving on Sunday. And you don't have to find the solution by Sunday. It's just, this is you problem solving and figuring out which way to go. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thanks for participating in this slightly different weekly, but it's great for this week. I'll be back full-time soon. Members, your videos are coming out as we speak, today, tomorrow, and Monday. Okay, thank you so much. I will talk with you soon. Take care. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to number 2. This is your reading for the next week, and I did the astrology on the main channel in case you guys are interested. If you are one of the following signs, this reading is for you, but if you chose this at random, then by all means, you don't have to have this sign for it to be for you. So we have Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, we have Libra, and then we have Cancer. Okay, if really the number 1 really felt aligned astrologically, and you guys do feel that way as well. If you watch the astrology this week, you will see how I was kind of talking about your signs together a bit, so that's interesting. Let's start with the oracle cards to see the general frequency overall. So we have Joy. I guess I should have done it this way, hey? Here, let me do it the right way. We have the Man Masculine. This is a Divine Masculine. This is the Emperor or Aries. The first few cards of this deck are tarot. Then we have Weak. The rest are just light code downloads. 97 Weak. And then we have Laughing, number 78. Okay. And then we have number 62, Allowing. Okay. Allowing joy. Masculine, weak, laughing, allowing joy. Well, it really comes off just as a big picture snapshot, it seems as though that there's someone around you who's weak, like a man who is weak. And they are really struggling with their weakness, with however it's coming up. They're trying to be strong, but they haven't figured out a way to be strong yet. And the saying that men are little babies is really kind of applying to in this situation. I really sense as though that there's a lot of compassion coming towards this person from you, and I don't feel like what they're doing is necessarily problematic or very dark or anything bad. I think it's warming your heart to the fact that this person is trying, opening up their heart. I think that they're very much making themselves vulnerable. It's very awkward, and if you're a guy watching, I'm not throwing shade at all, but like, women were socialized to be open with our emotions from a very early age, whereas that's not the case with many men. And so some of the first steps when you're around a man who's learning these skills in the early stages of that, it's kind of endearing to watch, because many of us females have been through things of that nature early on in our lives, so it's kind of men catch up later on. Now, I really hope that things change, and I hope the younger generations don't have to contend with this, but that's been the cycle for many people, right? So there's definitely a man, he's vulnerable. It could be a romantic partner, it could be around work, but I sense they're trying really, really hard to be fair and equitable and be like in a good frequency here. This is 78. I think you're going to have a lot of humor this week, a lot of joy. Remember, Algol is in Taurus, right? With Lilith. I thought I saw Taurus here. Okay, so you're off the hook. Many of you guys, the sign that's going to be most affected by the Algol transit is Capricorn and Cancer, just in case you guys are watching this. So besides Taurus. So you may want to, like, in terms of laughing, like a little chuckle to yourself is fine, but Algol and Lilith can be aggressive transits. And so just make sure that you're not laughing or like poking fun too hard, because people can get sensitive and just huffy. So I feel as though there's a great warmth that's heating up for you. Venus is at Sirius this week, or actually just on Monday. It's a really beautiful transit that will bring a lot of love in. I just feel as though a very happy energy is coming towards you this week, and everything, it has to do with the fact that someone around you is making themselves vulnerable, trying to open up, trying to do something that's hard for them, and they're trusting you with it. You're bonding with this person over this situation. Okay, so here are your cards. We have the Two of Swords at the top. Okay, that's not so bad. And then we have the Prince of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn. And then we have the Chariot. Okay. And then we have the Four of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Wands. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. And then on the bottom we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you have interesting things going on around you. I feel as though this is really a week for you guys to bond. So if you chose this number, if you're one of these signs, I think a big theme here for you is bonding with the people around you. Things have happened in the last week and a half, and now you are dealing with it. As the sun enters into Cancer on Sunday, we begin to emotionally connect. And Cancer's happy birthday if you're watching this. So I feel as though there's been a big change around work. Someone pushed through barriers or obstacles at work, and that led to success and a new direction. And so Maybe this is the partner, maybe this is you, but I feel as though there's been a great momentum around work and, like, on a personal level, getting through some roadblocks that have held you back, that have held you down. So congratulations if that's the case. Overall, expansion energy is the Two of Swords. When this card came up, I really feel as though this has to do with the idea that you're branching out to new territory, and the card is reminding you to not have to make a decision about where you are going quite yet. Sorry about that. So you're expanding. You might feel the desire to make a decision between a couple different things. The card is reminding you that you're not really meant to decide quite yet. You're supposed to take on information, take in information. And so with this transit, it's more of starting to reflect. Over the next week, Jupiter's going retrograde on Sunday. Neptune's going retrograde next week. We're all going back into like a reflective state on reflecting on what we want, where have we been, how are we doing. In contrast to the previous cycle, which was very cognitive, it was very much in air. These transits are in the water sign, so it's much more about how do you feel about this? What does this frequency feel like? What's important for you about it on an emotional level? Now here is Sun in Capricorn, okay, Four of Pentacles. So this could mean for you, if you're a Sun in Capricorn person, something, but for everybody else, this is saying challenge how you are refusing to change, challenge how you are refusing to open up. This could be the weakness of the person you're dealing with, their inability to open up, or their attempt to learn on how to do it. I feel as though this will slow things down. So the Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the movement will be slowed down by a person's ability to adjust and transform to what's going on. And I think that you'll be okay. Like the laughing energy is right at the center of your oracle reading. So I feel like you have good humor or good energy about being tolerant to somebody's inability to shift, transform. And in fact, you don't have to make any decisions yet. So if you are getting a little agitated or stir crazy with waiting, that change is coming close to you soon, and you don't have to decide this week yet. So you can relax and do your things. Just live your life this week and things will be fine. But challenge yourself in terms of how you open up and open your heart up to this person. Like bring positivity in. It's like helping someone to do something for the first time. Now these cards are extremely hopeful, and we have the Joy card here. So this is the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. I really strongly feel as though a deep bond is forming between you and somebody else. And I think it's this person. So through this week, you're going to have some different experiences of wanting to move forward, but having some small obstacles or a kind of stubbornness from people around you. But I think as you help, I feel I have a vision about this. It's somebody reaching out their hand towards someone else who's like, it's almost like somebody's learning to rollerblade or roller skate, and they're kind of fumbling around, or ice skate, and you're kind of like giggling about it and trying to help them. That is a bonding thing. And so there's this closeness that forms from whatever it is that's happening. Of course, it's not roller skating or ice skating. It has to do with them learning something and you standing by and trying to kind of spot them and help them. And through that process, by the end of the week, you'll feel very fulfilled, and you'll feel like you're kind of closer to this person, so it feels nice. Let's go day by day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can choose your own order, but we already know what the cards are. So Chariot, the theme of this week is really about overcoming something on an emotional level. You've gotten over something. You've gotten over like a hang up or something difficult that was not necessarily easy to get over. Congratulations. Tuesday, work is going to be very at a high point on Tuesday. Your Tuesday might just whiz by. You might have a lot of work to do, just a lot of details and focus. You might receive some positive feedback on Tuesday from somebody at work. Then we have the Prince of Wands for Wednesday. This is going to be the day in which you're going to be the most ambitious. I also feel like that's going to be your day of highest frustration, because on this day, on Wednesday, you might feel like you want to be elsewhere. I already want to make the decision. I already want to figure out what's going on. But I think if you're feeling that way, ask yourself how you are not changing and what things you're not flexible on, and that will help you actually make the change and transformation. Since this is the same kind of spread for everybody, Thursday for everyone is magical. On Thursday we have the Fool. Nothing particularly special about Thursday astrologically. I mean, Algol is with Lilith, right? The moon is in Virgo on Thursday, but I feel like that's kind of the focal point of the week. And so time to move forward, time to put thoughts into action, time to sort of kind of make a headway. But again, it really feels like for you this week, you're not supposed to necessarily make changes. You're supposed to kind of go along with, you know, taking information in and still digest it a little bit. Friday, Four of Cups. You might feel discouraged by the people around you on Friday. You might feel like they're not necessarily going along with the plan as well as you'd like them to. It's a temporary feeling of frustration. I think this is the counterbalance to Wednesday when you feel overly ambitious. So for some of you, this might be heightened expectations coming down to the ground and realizing some of the ambition that you had got excited about maybe coming, but with some delays. Ends really well over the weekend. I think on Saturday, kindness from others. You get reconnected with other people. They reach out to you. There's that familiarity. Your goals are confirmed. Like they show a lack of interest in the middle of the week here. Maybe they don't call you back or something, and your mind starts running wild that it's not going to work out, whatever you're trying to do with them. But by Saturday, they're going to come through emotionally, and you'll feel it. They'll come through for you and confirm that it's still on, like Donkey Kong, right? Like everything's still good. And then Sunday is this profound connection with the people you care about, feeling that even if things get tough, like in this card, you will have other people that have your back. So it's really like a roller coaster ride of emotions this week. It looks like, confidence in yourself, and then maybe some doubt about some things that are around you at this time. But then by the end of the week, there will definitely be a confirmation that you have good people around you, people you can trust on, and trust. And I feel like, you're going to feel very good about who's around you. Your challenge of the week is probably to challenge yourself to open up rather than focusing on what they're not putting in. You'll feel much better by focusing on how can you do better and doing that, especially through, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's kind of like an ambition thing. Like you're like, I want to achieve this. I want to do this and that. And so make sure that your ambition is first and foremost keeping you in check before you're trying to keep others in check. It's a great way to avoid disappointment. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this weekly. I'll be back with regular weeklies next week, but this was just a fun way to do it. And have a wonderful week. And I'll be back soon. Members, your stuff is already being posted. I will post the last 4 over the next 2 days. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Hi, number 3. Thank you for joining me today, and welcome to this reading. This is your reading for the weekly. I'm excited to be here with you guys. to do this reading with you. Now, if you don't like choosing in the pick a card style, I have your zodiac signs, so you can just watch for your sign. So we have Aries and we have Leo. It's going to be a fiery one. And then we have Gemini. Happy birthday, Geminis. Okay, and Pisces. You're the odd one out here, Pisces. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards to take a look at the general energy. Okay, so these are mostly oracle cards with 21 higher arcana cards containing, preserving. They're made in Italy, in Drama and Her, which is like a spiritual compound. Loneliness, number 9, which is the Hermit. And then we have 100, time. That's a lucky number. Look at this. And then we have, the numbers sort of coincide so far. New birth, 94, transformation. And the birdie came, 110, doorway. I like these numbers for you guys. Okay. This is you coming out of the closet, but not like necessarily about, gender orientation stuff. This is you coming out of being alone on some things, really, really alone on some things, and branching out. I think that you've been, whatever circumstances were around you in the recent past, made you feel very uncomfortable with the things that have been going on, and that made you pull back. And you've been alone or lonely for some time. Maybe you have people around you, but on a personal level, you might have been feeling loneliness or estrangement from people around you because you've been containing this environment that you've been interacting with for a while, and I feel like it's just been a lot that way. At the center is like time, which I really like this frequency. I feel like this is actually saying or pointing out that, in time, everything sort of changes. And in circumstances in which it was impossible for you to change in the past, you are now in some way, it's time for you to, time has changed things, and now it's time for you to move forward, especially if you feel like the situation you've been in has been unwavering and consistent. So unable to change in the past, and now it's saying that this is an opportunity for you to make some changes, to go forward. I think for Geminis, especially, also Aries, because you feed off of Gemini energy quite a lot. It's a sextile position. And then we have Leo. I guess Leo as well in both signs, but I feel like this is strongest for Aries and Geminis. You've had the North Node in Gemini, and with this birthday season and the eclipse and Mercury retrograde, there's been a lot of this clarity and this final awareness that has crept into your life and has given you perspective about the things that have been happening. And that sort of, I feel like it's freed you up from this. And Geminis, I just posted your members only content. That's what I think I'm referring to. It just feels very fresh. It feels very free. It feels very like a release of the past and all the confirmations of the things that were happening around you until now, and now you're free of those things. So the time is like Saturn. Time is representing that the things of the past have changed with time, as they always do. And with that, you have these beautiful cards called the New Birth and Doorway. And so you're being led into new possibilities, new breakthroughs. It's happening very, very quickly. It's from day to day transformation. You're literally releasing what's done is done. Okay, so now let's take a look at your cards. We have the Choice card. It's getting a little dark outside, so I'm sorry about that. I wanted to get this out to you. We have the 8 of Cups. I love these cards so much, and I don't use this deck. I use the second edition, but this one's really nice too. We have the father, and then we have, oops, sorry. We have the father, we have the child. So these aren't quite tarot decks. I always want to stress that they have slightly different organization of the higher arcana. Destiny, which is my favorite card in the deck. It's my second favorite card in tarot. Destiny, choice. Then we have the mother. Wow, the whole family's here. Look at this. Okay. Child, mother, beautiful. Knowledge. These are very, very promising cards. And then we have the eight of swords, eight of air. This is not like the eight of swords. And then we have the five of water, insight and reflection. Okay. I have a feeling that you're being called towards a fast resolution. A download for some of you, not all, is that some of you are deciding to leave behind a relationship, and this is coming into awareness, and you're realizing that your partner is not the one, and it's time for you to go. And it's a very freeing moment because you have been towing the line in this relationship for a while. He's way over here, especially if you're female watching, and you're really going in a different direction. Okay, so let's break it down by section. Something's happened between you and someone else. Whether you're a man or a woman or gender neutral, and something that may involve something new. Literally a child or a new home or something. There's a kinetic energy here of things happening together at the same time. Some of you may have found out that the person you're with has a child, or there's some complication involving a child, but that's not necessarily the truth for the majority of you. There's some new beginning that is leading in a new direction. For some of you, this is you having relationship conversations with another person and planning towards new children, planning towards a new future together. And that's all happened in the recent past. Maybe some of the static energy that I see in the past for you has to do with a space of not necessarily knowing exactly where things will go or how things will play out. And so things had been static as you were trying to figure out how things are happening in this situation, in this relationship. Up here we have the Eight of Water. This isn't the Eight of Cups. This is like a good alignment emotionally to really understand what you want. And then here is the Five of Water. Again, not the Five of Cups. This to me infers like reflection. I feel as though those of you who have these signs, or those of you who chose this intuitively, are in a space of great alignment emotionally, which is giving you the ability to see what you want, ridding yourself of the pressure of things, ridding yourself of the mental confusion that had held you back from making a positive change in a new direction. This could also feel that you were putting pressure on yourself in the past for a relationship with someone, or for children, or for something else that was really weighing you down. It was preventing you from being free to choose what you truly want, because the shoulds, the have-tos, the shoulds and the have-tos were very, very strong in your mind for yourself, and that was holding you back because you were like, I have to have this, I have to have it this way, it has to be like this. And now it seems as though you're released from the have-tos, no matter what situation you're in. And the alignment is emotional. Like, once you are free to feel what you want, once you are free to identify what you care about, thinking about the past in new ways. Look at her reflecting on what she wants. And for me, this light ray from the sun is kind of the direction she's being guided to. It's a very north node sort of frequency That's the way that I see it. And so you're being guided towards what you want, and you step into your future, regardless if you're a man or a woman. You're stepping into a future, in your future, and you're feeling finally confident that rather than forcing yourself into things that you feel you had to do, now you are stepping into a direction in which you feel present. You feel that you are in a space where you want to be, that you want to go. You're in a space that is self-directed rather than obligatory. Sorry for the mumble. So we have knowledge here and the Eight of Swords. These two cards come together. In fact, I think for all three options, the Saturday, Sunday, the last two cards really stood out together. And so this is like the Eight of Air here is a very precise understanding of what's good and bad in a situation. And I think the knowledge card number 9, it's not the Hermit. It's not the same card as this. It's about deeper learning and reflection and understanding on a reason level why things are the way they are, why things change, why you are taking this new direction. So I think you feel emotionally and logically very prepared to go in a different direction this week. I think that you see the writing on the wall. Gemini season has been very good to you, and now you know exactly which path you want to go down. So let's go Monday through Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So on Monday, and the general tone of this week is the Father, which is the energy of the Emperor. So I feel as though this is also you making profound decisions about your life this week. I feel like you're very much, out of all the three, this option is the one that is most about, like, it's almost, I'm surprised that the Last Judgment didn't come up in your reading. I feel like you're making or on the beginning stages of making a powerful life decision about where you want to go, about how you want to change things. Many of you are going to do a 180, which is go a completely different direction than you have been. Tuesday, something new happens in your life. We have the Child, or a conversation about a new direction, something new breaking through, something very, very lovely. Then we have the Destiny card. That's for Wednesday, Lucky Wednesday. I think that the best time this week for you will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And there will be some events that happen in your life that will open doors for you, new opportunities. So when you're invited or when you're somewhere and you have a peak of interest, go in that direction this week. It will lead you to good directions, outcomes. This is our Thursday card. It's the same for everyone, the Fool. So Thursday is a big change this week. You have a couple different options, number 3, a couple different solutions, and you're completely in charge of the decisions that you're making here. On Friday, Empress. This could be the mother. It could be your mother. So you might literally on Friday have contact with your mom in a positive light. So if you have a negative relationship with your mom, then this isn't for you. I feel as though a mother figure of a positive nature is around you. This is also you sitting back and feeling finally like some things changed. The change happens Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, and on Friday you kind of sit back and you feel like finally you're at peace with some emotional energy. It feels as though before your emotions were up and down because you were conflicted emotionally, and by the middle of the week you're finally settled on some things, and that's like a peace of mind, and your emotions are much more clear. You know exactly what you want. And once you accept that, once you make some decisions around that, it feels really good. On Saturday, research. I can see you on the internet Saturday, reading books, looking up things. The more that you read about this direction, the more that you inform yourself, the more you will feel confident about what you've chosen. And then on Sunday, it's like weighing out the options. This is such a powerful card for you this week. And this is about really understanding things from a reason-based perspective. Like, I think whatever you're deliberating on, whatever you're trying to decide on, I feel like you're taking account of what's good and bad about it, but from a place of knowledge. So these two cards really go together. You're no longer wishy-washy, I want to do this, but I don't really know what it's all about. By Saturday and Sunday, you know exactly what it's about, and it's a big new beginning. So it's a good thing for you to know exactly what you're getting into. Okay, so the decision's coming this week. I think it's a big relief emotionally, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Members, your video content is already posted. It's in the description. The last 4 I'll do tomorrow and on Monday. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll be back with regular content. And if you're interested in the astrology, I'll post it here at the end of the video and in the description as well for this week. Okay? Thank you for watching. I will speak with you soon. Take care. Bye.